Hi everybody, this is Christine Bertram. I'm coming to you live from the Hive, and I'm pretending that this is actually working, even though I don't know if it really is going to work. I've been at it. Oh my gosh, Kathy Showalter said there's music. Oh man. Oh my goodness. This is like, I don't know what I actually did, but I'm here, which I'm trying to wrap my head around what I've all done. I've been, okay, so at let's say 5:45, I started sitting here, and I don't know exactly what I've all done since then, but is it live? Really, is it live? Marsha Long says hi. Okay. It feels so weird that this is actually maybe working. I have to think about what I did. And I'm trying to wrap my head around what I have done, you guys, to make this happen. So let me just see if this is going. It is live in the Hive. Oh my gosh. Wow, that was a lot of work. Okay, I'm trying to think about how I made this happen so that I could replicate this for tomorrow, because tomorrow we have another class, and then we have another class, and then on Monday we have a class, and then we have another class, and then next week we have more classes to make up. And now I'm blown away that it actually worked and I don't have an error. Oh, okay. Hi, everybody. Oh my gosh, hi. Oh my God, okay, I'm so excited right now. I don't think I've been this excited since before I left for Mexico. It feels weird to be actually live with you guys here. I felt like I've missed you for so long. And it feels weird because I have 3 phones in front of me and a tablet and an iPad, and I feel like I'm not ready for class now because I've been living in technology land here. I'm okay, Marsha Long. Thank you for asking. It's been challenging every day. It seems that every day, I guess I could say when people ask how I'm doing, I feel like I am getting better every day, a little by little. I've been keeping my foot elevated. I've been living in that wheelchair since a week ago Monday. So I've been living in that wheelchair with my leg elevated as much as I can. You guys get me in the all natural beauty mode. I am not in any idea or mindset to put makeup on, or I'll tell you, I'm on the every other day shower plan just because I am hating showers, of getting in and out of the shower. I do not want to fall and slip and break any other part of my body, or further enhance the break that I have in my foot. So sorry to say that I did not wash my face for you guys tonight. It's a chore to get into my house. I live down here, which is where I usually spend a lot of my time unless I'm designing or cutting paper. I have 3 stairs that go up to my house. So everything on this level here in my garage and the mudroom is all on one level, but I have 3 stairs that I've learned to dislike a lot. And they're no problem getting down, but they are a chore to get up them. And they take my energy out of me to get up. So I don't do anything in the house. Yay, Gina's saying it's working. Gina, oh, you're not going to be happy with what I had to do to make this happen. I am trying to memorize in my head how I made it happen. I had to use my computer to make it happen. I could not get it to go from my tablet. I have this sitting in front of me, and I had to finagle it from here, and it says that I have to end it from here as well. So I can't let that go away, I guess. So yeah, so 3 stairs suck in my house, just to be honest. And I don't know, I have the most amazing helpers and Mom and Tyler that you could ever imagine that have helped me make all the magic happen since I got back. It feels like so long ago because I was really supposed to be live with you guys on Thursday. So Gina went live on the 8th, which was last week, Wednesday, and I was supposed to do my Share, Create, Inspire class, which I'm glad that it didn't work. Last week was a hot mess. We kitted up 3,000 cards since last week, Thursday, and that was the start of the kitting. There was prep work involved in getting to the point where we could kit up 3,000 cards. I don't even, that was just a guess, right? I know when I added up one time it was 2,000 and we did at least 1,000. It's a lot, you guys. We've kitted up. If you guys would have seen what this room looked like the last 2 days, like last 3 days, it's been a hot mess in a good way. The team here they're not allowing, and I appreciate this a lot, they are not allowing me to skip a beat. I think that if they wouldn't have been here pushing me the last 2 weeks, my mind might have gone out of control, thinking and worrying about getting things done. Because I am like that, and that would have been even harder for my mind. So the fact that I'm kind of laid up a little bit with my foot doesn't mean that we're not getting things done, which is making me happy. There are things that are kind of sitting on the wayside a little bit. I had a gal who was helping me write my PDF tutorials, and I haven't been able to connect with her over the last 2 to 3 weeks. And so I've been writing them in between. And so I wrote the monthly one when I got back, and I've written the garden meadow or the meandering meadow one for tomorrow. The Unbounded Beauty is half done. I just didn't get time to do it. And so that's what we're going to do tonight. We really are going to do a class tonight. I promise you, we're going to have class tonight. And so just know that things are not getting done. All the things are not getting done like I would like them. And eventually we'll get back to all of the things being done. So just know we're going to gradually get back into it. You guys, I was rocking and rolling. I don't know if I can say that things were working so smooth and everything was so caught up. Everything was so done ahead. I couldn't believe it going into this trip. Everything was designed. Everything was emailed. Everything was sent out to the helpers except for a few minor things. It was like, and I just remember the first day of the trip, Tyler looked at me. He's like, oh, everything went really well today. And then the second day of the trip, at the end of the day, everything went really well today. And even halfway through the third day on that Sunday, everything's going so well today. And then all you do is put a drywall screw in a tire and throw us off of it. And it just puts a big monkey wrench into our plans. And yay, that's how it goes. And yes, Kathy, that is why you don't have a PDF. So this is officially the Unbounded Beauty class. I promise you guys in a hot second here, we're going to do a class. It's called Unbounded Beauty. I'm a little rusty, so we're going to make these awesome 4 beautiful cards. I don't have any comments up here, and I'm afraid to hit any buttons because I don't want to mess up anything. So I'm watching comments from my phone. So I'm trying to pay attention to everybody. No, Kathy, Tyler has not made me a ramp yet, unfortunately, for those 3 steps. I don't know. I will tell you that I have about 20 steps that go up to my second floor of my design room where my big cutter is. I would rather do those 20 steps backwards on my arms up my butt, like crawling up my butt, like I call it the reverse crab walk. I would rather do those 20 steps, reverse crab walking it, than the 3 steps going up to my kitchen. And I just can't handle those 3 steps. They are not good for me. Yeah, Marcia says it's good to hear me and see my voice. Yeah, hear me and see my voice. Yay. Well, I have missed all of you guys as well. I can't tell you how much, I looked forward to actually this today. It was meant to be that today was the day that we were live. I think I'm more emotionally, physically, and mentally stable for a live. Last week would have worked. We would have went through it, and that's what we do. But I think I'm not going to cry while I talk to you guys, which is a good thing. So, hi, Karen Wetstein. Yes, so Shelly said to increase. So I've been increasing my calcium. I've been increasing my protein. I have been keeping my foot elevated. I've been icing it once to twice a day. I'm trying to do everything I can to make it heal as fast as I possibly can. I have a follow-up appointment on Tuesday, the 21st at 9 a.m. So that'll be exciting. They're going to do x-rays again. And I'm hopeful that they see that my bones are calcifying, I guess is what's happening, calcifying and going to be reconnecting in that third metatarsal. So if you guys, hi Gail, hi everybody. I didn't call out everybody's name because you guys all rocked and rolled in here really fast. And I just appreciate all of you hanging in there for this whole hour. We're going to make 4 cards, I promise. I'm going to keep saying that until we start. But in a long story short, I know not all of you saw or heard the story. In a nutshell, we were at the tail end of our day on Sunday. It was the last Sunday in April. And we were 2 miles away from being back at the scooter rental. And our scooter that we had rented hit a drywall screw. The only thing that my dad and Tyler can think of is that the front tire popped the screw up and it went directly into the back tire, because if we would have hit it with the back tire first, then it would have popped it up behind us. But so my dad and Tyler think that the screw got popped up, and then we hit it with the back tire, and Tyler, he felt something was wrong and he slowed it down as fast as he could. We were probably going about 45, which wasn't very fast, right? For being on a road that you probably should be going 55. We were going 45, and we were in the left lane of traffic. And all of a sudden, I was hanging on to him pretty tight. I was just like kind of burrowed into him, and all of a sudden, I felt fishtailing, and Tyler knew something was wrong when he felt the tire did something, and he slowed it down as much as he could, but about 20 miles per hour, it started to fishtail a lot, and then I'm so happy we went to the left side instead of the right side, because the right side would have went into a lane of traffic, where the left side, we went into the median, and I'm so happy I hurt my left side. I guess if I can be happy about something, that it was my left side and not my right side, because at this point, and it was only my leg, or I should say my foot, I can still use my hands, yay! I can design cards, I can kit, I can cut, I can wheel around here in a wheelchair and put things on piles, and I can be very useful with both my arms, not with my foot. That's fine, I guess, hobbling around on a crutch, but it's also my left foot, not my right foot, so which means I can drive yet, so that's good. So, yes, I would do the butt mode. Yes, the butt mode works for me, Elaine. So I am a little bit grateful that all it was my middle bone, my third metatarsal in my toe, and it's protected by all the things around it, hopefully. I'm wearing a boot, and they didn't want to do a cast, and I had a choice between surgery or not, and I chose not to have surgery, but I chose to let my body do what it was born to be able to do, which your body has a way of naturally healing itself if you give it the right tools. And so I'm hoping that my goal is by the time the Stampin' Fun in the Sun event happens, which starts June 5th, that I'm able to walk around, or I can buzz around on a knee scooter, which I have 2 of them. The gals came through, Tammy and Angela came through. I have 2 knee scooters and a wheelchair, 2 turntables and a microphone, right? I have two knee scooters and a wheelchair and a pair of crutches and a boot. That's what I've got, and I'm working it the best I can. So we take the wheelchair wherever I need to, and that saves me from having to crutch it, which I hate crutching it. I guess you could say I'm not a good handicap person. I get tired easily, but that's because my body's not built for it at this moment. So it's a lot of work. So it's been a whirlwind. May is probably one of the busiest months of the year, if I have to say. We had the culmination of everything, it seems. We had a new annual catalog launch, which means there were product shares that we prepped. We prepped 32 product shares, and we prepped the ribbon, and so it's paper, ribbon, and embellishments. And I'm pretty much at a point where I have maybe room for 1 or 2 more. So if you missed out on it, you'll have to reach out to me soon. I could accommodate probably, I think, 1 more paper, and I think off the top of my head, maybe another ribbon, maybe another embellishment. I'm not quite sure. But if you feel like you missed out on that, don't hesitate to reach out. I can see if I can make something happen. We did the DSP sampler. My brother came on Friday, and Chris was here. And oh my gosh, you guys, last week, Friday, I think I had 6 people here plus me. Karen Wetstein was here. Rhonda Ayers was here. Diane Bogenhagen was here. Chris Dudorenki was here. Tammy was here at one point. My brother was here. My mom was here. It was a lot going on, and we managed to get all those classes up. My brother and I and Chris primarily worked on the DSP samplers. I have to tell you, we touched, my brother's had to tell you, 46,980 pieces. He said we were 20 pieces short of 45,000 pieces. And I don't have, Chris is upstairs helping me cut paper right now, because we're prepping for Stampin' Fun in the Sun next week. So she's upstairs helping me cut paper. But she was going to be here tonight in case I needed to go get something. So when she comes back down here, I'll grab the DSP sampler so you can see what I'm talking about. We made 90 of them. I believe that 80 are accounted for, so there's about 10 left. So in case you missed out, because I had a few people reach out to me and they were signed up and then they decided not to. So I have some that I was able to put back into inventory. So I have about 10 or 8 DSP samplers for the annual catalog available. So we got all those kitted up. By 7:30 on Saturday night, they were done. So that's done. And then we had the In Color catalog launch, you guys. That is, now that I know what I'm thinking I'm doing, that's going to happen next week on the 23rd, that class is. Tonight is the class, the Unbounded Beauty. Tomorrow we have Garden Meandering Meadow at 1. I think I have the share. I have something tomorrow. I have the kit class tomorrow. I think kit class is tomorrow afternoon. And then I think we have Share, Create, Inspire. I put it for next Friday. So we have double header Fridays with 2 classes, 2 tomorrow and 2 next week. And then I want to say that there is an ink, paper, scissors the following week. And I think that would, we have to make up the monthly class. I have to look at my calendar. And now that I know, I think I know what I'm doing, we'll make up the monthly class. And then that leaves mystery card night for Monday night. So you guys, we are literally jam-packing everything in to the second half of the month, and we're going to make it all happen. We are going to make it all happen. I promise you. Every class will be happening. And for those that are signed up for the monthly class, watch for another email for a day and time on that. And always know if you can't make it when I reschedule it for, that you can definitely watch the replay. And so we have that makeup class and the Share, Create, Inspire to make up tomorrow. Actually on the 24th, unless we'll figure it out. It's all going to happen. All of the classes will happen. No problem. Now that I think I know what I'm doing. So Gina, we're going to have a crash course for you because I have no idea how we're going to make this work for you, because I needed to use my laptop to go live, and you never used to do that. So I'll still have to work with Switcher Studio support to get this to happen. So yeah, so we got everything kitted up. Last night everything got married, meaning like if you have all 5 classes, we got all of your classes mailed out today. There are just a few people. I think I have about 10 piles on the counter that I'm waiting for people to either pick a class or confirm if they want something. But we mail. Does anybody want to guess before I tell you guys? I need some guessers. Yay! Judy says up and working. I need you guys to guess. Give me a guess. How many packages were prepared today for shipping that mailed out? Elaine Rebeck. Calling Elaine Rebeck, your In Color retirement class and your game night with Good Feelings, they are ready for you. They're either in a bag under the counter or they're on the counter. So Elaine Rebeck, your classes are ready to go now. So I'm curious, does anybody want to guess how many packages did we kit up and mail today? Like, not all happened today. What did we mail today? So my mom and Diane and I, we got to the post office at 5 o'clock and everything was dropped off. So I'm going to wait for you guys to give me some answers, and then I'm going to show you really quick. I'm going to show you the picture of what Diane took when we were done. I'm just reaching out to Rose to see if she has any names for people today who took the class, and we'll see some pictures. I'm going to drop the camera down. I'm thinking we're not going to have any problems with that. So here, you guys, this was tonight. This is Diane and my mom. So that's Diane, and there's my mom. And this was the cart, and there were bags and bags, and Diane's got a big box, and there's even 2 more bags that are behind there. So we had that, and then Diane took a picture of me. She's like, wait, you need to get into the picture. And so I have Diane here. She sent me this photo. So there's the cart. If you guys can see, that's the cart that we filled, and she wanted to make sure I got in on a picture. And I'm like looking away, but that's okay. So there I am on my crutches. I hobbled over to try to help a little bit. So I had sat in my chair from 10 o'clock until basically 4:30 and worked on shipping with them. So Mom and Diane and I were a crazy mess. So all good though. We got it done. Okay, so you guys are guessing. Let's see what you're guessing. I love your guesses. So 113, really close, Cheryl. That was really close. Debbie's a little high. It was definitely in the hundreds. I think 140 is really close too. 140 is super close. I love all the guesses. I wish someday, Judy Sharp, 252. Hi, Deanne Dawn. 250 would take us 2 days to do. So we did 127 packages went out today. And so Judy, you were just double. So someday, no, Mom probably says to me, she probably will say, no, we're never doing that many. Like, you got to cut back. But it was 127 packages today, you guys, which was pretty phenomenal. So we did it. I could not have done it without all of the helpers helping me this past week. Basically, a lot of you had, and it was a good test. It was a good trial run. A lot of you, except for a handful, had said that you were all okay having 1 shipment for the month. And we started a lot of that this month. And maybe you didn't tell me that. That's kind of what it ended up being. And so we had the culmination of all of the May classes, the DSP sampler, the product shares, everything for like prizes went out. We even got prizes. There were about 20 prizes that got put in people's packages, which was awesome. We got that. And then ink, paper, scissors. When you do 6 months worth of ink, paper, scissors in a row, you get a little gift from me. And so there were 22 people who got gifts from me for ink, paper, scissors, actually little gifts for following up from that people got them in the last 6 months. Like they earned them since December. And so we've been catching that up. So that was good. Yes. So if we look over here, you guys, look at that table. That table is empty. So that's pretty cool. We got that cleared up. And I have a picture. I'll show you one more picture. I took a picture before we started. And actually, my mom took a picture just to show you what stuff looked like before. And so all these pile. Like these are all piles all the way across. And then that's the whole countertop. All the way, every one of those pile, all the way over to there. Pile. And it also was the In Color Club. So we had the culmination of the In Color Club starting this month. So there were 16 people signed up for the In Color Club this month. And so we got their packages ready. So, oh, yes, we did it. Yes, God bless my helpers. You guys, I had a phone call with Stampin' Up! Today. I was selected as the Statement of the Heart recipient for this coming year. In October, we're going to be doing the Wounded Warrior Project card benefit. And I had a call with 3 gals that work with Stampin' Up! To start working on that project. And and they asked, well, I'm going to be doing an appreciation party for everybody the day after. And Sarah Douglas will be here for it. And it's so cool. And they asked me, do I want any helper gifts? And I said, oh, we can have helper gifts. They're like, yeah, we can figure something out. And I'm like, and then they said, well, how many helpers are you going to have? I think I blew their minds when I said probably 30. They're like, 30? And I'm like, well, I probably had about 15 people at least that helped me in the last week and a half with just the normal course of a business, like the normal course of what we do, right? So I had about 15 helpers over the last week and a half that are just my true, like the core helpers. And I know that for the Wounded Warrior Project that I'm going to have at least double helping me. When I said 30, they're like, oh, whoa. I'm like, I said to them, it takes an army to make this all happen. It just doesn't happen overnight by like dreaming and wishing it. It takes a lot of, and like, I always say, you guys, you remember Bewitched with the witch that would do this with her nose? I don't know, is it Miranda or is it Samantha? I don't remember what her name is, but I always say, I wish that I could twinkle my nose and things would just magically happen. Like the birds would come out and the sheets would get washed and aired out. And I wish the dishes would get done, but I don't have a Cinderella and I don't have a Bewitched. So yay. So hi, Cat Fronic. Oh, I'm glad to be here with you guys. So, all right. Are you ready to get stamping? I think I might be. I'm hopeful, Chris, if in case I need something, I'll wait for Chris to come down here and get it. But in a nutshell, in case you guys are seeing anything that you want to take for classes coming up, like the Stampin' Fun in the Sun in June, I still have about 30 spots for that. I know that eventually over the course of time that those will fill up. But if you're thinking you're on the fence about that, let's get you signed up for that sooner rather than later. I have for Unbounded Beauty, I have about 8 left. And for the Let's Just Stamp, I got rid of the last one today. Sherry Stewart, you were the last person to get one. So I'm out of Let's Just Stamp, which that class is on Monday. I have maybe 2 left of monthly class. I have about 20 left of ink, paper, scissors, but that class isn't for 2 weeks yet. So that will probably get gone by the end of the time the class is held. And then the In Color launch party, I think I have about 6 or 7 left of that. So in case anybody's looking for any classes in May, everything's pretty much there except for Let's Just Stamp. And over the course of time, if they go into the past classes on my resources tab on the internet or on the website, you'll find them there. But if you don't find them there, that means that, look at this. Oh my goodness, you guys, it's a commercial. There's a commercial. I don't know if I've ever had a commercial come up before. This new way might make me have to have commercials. Oh man, I have to look at that cheeseburger. Okay, so you guys, this is new for me. I guess I'm sorry if you have commercials too. I guess that might be something new that's happening. Oh, I had my phone down and I was looking at it, but you guys weren't seeing the juicy cheeseburger. So, okay. So anyways, I am so blessed to have helpers. Okay, so you guys didn't see the commercial with me, but you may, okay, so on that note, You may need to see commercials. I guess the way that I set this up by going through my computer, it might make you do that. And so I'm sorry for that if there are commercials. I'm just seeing about, I don't want to lose the live stream thing here by my computer dying. Okay, so, okay, we're good there. All right, still good, still good. The other thing I was going to bring up, a couple things came to my mind. I just heard today there's free shipping on May 21st, which is Tuesday. So if you are thinking about getting one of my classes for free with a minimum $50 order, you might hold off and actually do that when there's free shipping. Sorry, I'm going to do this. I got to get water on here to change my host code. One thing I forgot to do, and I will get that updated because the host code is probably not the one that I have on here, which is new. There's a new one. So the free shipping is on Tuesday. So in case you guys want to get any orders in, you might hold off and do it on Tuesday. Now, if something's on low inventory, you might not want to wait because the low inventory, it might not be back in for a couple months and you might miss out on that then. So if there's something on low inventory, I definitely not wait and get it. I'm just writing my host code down here so you guys have it. Just know that I will probably send an email out about the free shipping so that you guys can see a reminder. Always know that you can find my host code on my website. There's a picture of me in a yellow shirt and you can find it underneath that. If for any reason you are trying to use the host code and it says it's not active or it's not working, Laura Sullivan just found this out yesterday or 2 days ago. She was trying to use the host code and it wasn't working. It's because that I had closed it and accidentally forgot to not put the new one on. And she reached out to me before she closed her order. She let me know that, and it allowed me to update the website so that she could use the host code before she submitted the order to get the class for free, which is awesome. And on a side note too, any of the new bundles that are featured for the promotional classes, you're always allowed to get those at any point, even if the class is in August. Just the promotional bundle class. If you place the order to get that bundle get the class for free with the bundle, you could pick the August class, the July, June, or May at the beginning of the catalog. And that is because the bundle may go out of stock. And I don't want it to go out of stock right before you have the class or beforehand. So you can always pre-purchase those bundles specifically and get those classes ahead. Otherwise, orders are for the month of the class when it's held or next month. So it's only 1 month out. The other thing too is that May there is a great sign-up special. You can get the ink color pads, the new ink color pads, the new ink colors, the pack of cardstock, the designer series paper, and the designer series paper. There's 4 things: the DSP, the cardstock, the ink pads. Oh, what's the other thing? I'm sorry about the ums. You know, I say that when I don't know what I'm going to say next. I fill it in. So let's show you where you can find it really quick. In case you are not with Stampin' Up! A demonstrator and you're thinking about it, you can click on the Join My Team of my website, cardsbycrispy.com. There's an upcoming starter kit offer. You get the pad bundle, the cardstock, the DSP, and the markers. You get the 4 markers. And this Join My Team is where you can find all the information on that. So there are different ways that you can join Stampin' Up! If you aren't sure what you're ever going to do with it, but you think this is a great special, you can definitely sign up. There's no reason why you couldn't sign up. And what you do is you put $125 in your cart and you check out, and it's $99 plus tax. And then you will get those 4 things. You have a whole 3 months, 6 months, however long it is, that if you don't know what you're going to do with it, you have time to decide. If you want to ever order, or maybe it's not for you, you have time to figure that out. And then if you do end up placing orders on your own account, you'll start to get sales or orders on your account, and then you can eventually qualify and potentially you become Bronze Elite, and you get different savings depending on what your level is. So you never know what happens, but just wanting to put it out there that if you don't have a happy home with a different demonstrator and you're looking to join a team, you're always welcome to join the Be Happy Stampers. We open our wings to a lovely bees all the time. So awesome. There's Kenzie. Yay. Markers. Hi, Catherine Healy. Catherine Healy, I sent you a message 2 days ago or yesterday. I can't remember what day. Just let me know if you want a DSP sampler. I had earmarked one for you, but I just wanted to make sure you still wanted it or not. All right, you guys are helping me out. The host code still works, yes. The host code, if you guys go to my website, there's a picture of me in a yellow shirt, and it's that right there, and I just copied it right from there. So that is the current host code. If you ever have problems with it not working, you just have to reach out to me and let me know before you place your order, and I will help you get it in. All right, Laura Sullivan's here, yay. All right, it means we can start making cards. All right. Oh, Chris, where are you? Oh, Chris, where out thou, Chris? I don't have my new catalog even here. So we're going to make a list for when Chris gets here that I can tell her the things that I need to grab. So I'm going to have her get the new catalog. You guys, I haven't even opened it up for you in front of a camera. So we need the catalog and the DSP sampler for me to show you what that's all about. So when Chris gets here, I'll have more things to share with you. I feel like Mr. Rogers. There'll be thoughts of things to talk about. I don't know, which card shall we start with? We're gonna start with, so when you get a class from me, you get 4 card kits, and it comes with a little label on the top here that has the name of the class. Unbounded Beauty. All right, couple disclosures. Today I did catch, there are 2 classes this month using Thoughtful Journey. I think it's short for journaling. Thoughtful Expressions. The ink, paper, scissors, and also Rose's technique class. And I think we may have confused some slips. So if you are getting Rose's technique class and it has an ink, paper, scissors slip, don't be concerned. It's the right class that you got. You might just have the wrong slip. And her class is on the 23rd. So it's next week on the 23rd. And just the slip is wrong. The other thing that Chris Dudorenki wanted me to tell you, all of you, please, she begs your forgiveness. And Marcia, you did. I saw your text. I just didn't have a moment to reply. We'll connect tomorrow probably. You did have a commercial. It wasn't a cheeseburger though. It leaves you then, and then it saves. Good. It just puts your time behind a little bit. So Chris begged me to say that she didn't beg me. She said, please, she asks your forgiveness if anything is cut bad. She is a novice. And it was her first time using my big industrial strength paper cutter, and it takes practice. She ended up with some bruises from the handle, hitting her stomach hard, because she really went hard at it, because she's a little bit shorter than I am, and her arms are not, I mean, I've been working on that cutter for 4 years, so I guess I must have a little bit of upper body strength for it, and she was brand new to it, and she said that she did her absolute best to cut the papers the best she could. She cut almost all of the bases and mats. The piles were like, you guys even see my hands over here, like this tall and this tall and this tall. She cut through a lot of bases and mats last week, and she did her best. And I left her alone. I left her unattended, like she is right now. This is a first. This week was a first for me. Maybe this was my way of being shown that I have to rely on others to help me more, because she's upstairs actually cutting paper for me right now. She's going to be here, back down here in a moment, and she can get some things for me. But she asks for your patience and to dry fit. She said, dry fit all your pieces before you go to put glue on them. She asked for you to dry fit things, because if anything needs to get cut a little bit more straighter, or a little designer paper needs to be trimmed to fit better, she said that you can do that much, and I also say that a lot, that you can do that much more easily when there isn't glue on the paper. And we had class here last night. Diane had garden meandering meadow last night, and we do know that some of the channels, what I was calling the panels, they were cut slightly crooked, and I know that we caught it at some point, but we might not have caught them all. And I know Karen went back and looked at a lot of them to double check. But with all of the cards this month, not to say that there's going to be anything wrong, but I'm just saying be mentally prepared to just paper fit or dry fit your pieces together versus just getting glue happy and putting them on. That's one thing I want to ask everybody. So, and we'll see that, and I'm going to try to do that more when I do the class as well. And I also know for this class, we cut 2 DSP sizes backwards, and it's not bad. It's just going to be a little slightly different. And so we're okay with that. All right. I think we're good. Are we ready to make cards? Okay, I think so. It's been long enough. I feel like I'm a little rusty here. So you have your Unbounded Beauty class. Today is the 16th. Yay! Halfway through the month and my first live class. So you'll get, when you get card kits from me, like this one in particular, you're going to get all your kits, that, like everything of all the paper, the embellishments, the ribbon in one of the envelopes like that. And what we're going to do is just pick one to start. I guess we're picking the one right underneath the slip, and we're going to see which card it is. and we will go from there. So it is this one actually, and this is the one that we figured out last night. We said, Houston, we have a problem. One of the designer papers is too short, and then we figured out one of the ones in the next card was too long, and they were just cut off kilter a hair. And it's okay, we're gonna show you how we're gonna make it work, and I'm finding. Hunky was rolling around here while I was trying to prepare for you guys, and he left his mark everywhere, is what I say. And we have here that ink pad. Okay, we get to feature some of the new colors tonight too. These are the Shy Shamrock is what we're gonna be using for this one. And we're going to be using Summer Splash tonight. We're gonna use Pretty in Pink, which is a carryover color from the olden day, I guess, and some Summer Splash. All right. Hi, Jeanette Pullum from Virginia. Yay. Okay, so we're gonna do this guy first. And, cat furs everywhere. This is the one when you open up your kit, perfect. All of your gems are gonna be in this kit. And you're either gonna have all small or all big. The way that those gems worked, and I don't have them here. Oh, maybe I do. Yep. The way that the gems worked, we did not use the orange ones for this class. We're gonna save the orange ones for another class. How we cut these, and actually I think I'm gonna use this one because it's got a loosey-goosey one. The gems look like this, and there was peach on the bottom. These are so pretty. They're currently out of stock. They'll be back in early June. People loved them. So many people love them that they got sold out. I could bet you any money that they probably had about 10,000 of these or 5,000. A lot of people bought them. They're just gorgeous gems. I love the faceted gems. So the peach got cut off, and then everybody got a column. And you either got the big ones or you got the small ones. They're small enough and they're not high, so that it would be okay if you got all the same size as what we figured. Otherwise, you would end up with a lot of loose gems in each kit, and we preferred it was easier to cut them for you. So you got a row of gems. And in this one, hi Jeanette from Australia, you're gonna have 2 white pieces. One white piece is for your outside, which is the top one. And then everything on the bottom here is what's the rest of the card. I'm gonna just burnish that right away. It's horizontal. This piece right here is for your leaf thing right there. And we're gonna stamp that in Shy Shamrock. And then this is the piece that's cut a hair too short. And what I mean by a hair too short is we mixed them up. This one should have been 5 1/4, and another one should have been 5 1/16. And the Post-it notes got reversed. And it's okay. What's gonna happen is you're just gonna have a white border all the way around the edge, which it's still gonna look really nice. And so that will fit down here. And Rhonda Ayers did all your embossing. So Karen Wetstein helped with all the cutting of the designer paper. Rhonda Ayers helped with all the embossing. Tammy and her mom and Anna helped with a lot of the die cutting for this one. And then Karen Forward helped with the labels too. So it was definitely a team. You guys, all of that was handed off to the helpers before I left, which is amazing. That's exposed brick embossing folder. Then you have some labels. All right, so let's talk about, I don't have the catalog to show you everything, but there are 2 suites, or there's 1 suite and there's 2 sets in this class, or in this suite. Flowers of Beauty is 1 bundle and Unbundled Love is the other bundle. Unbundled Love is the one that has all the words with the labels. Then the Flowers of Beauty this has the focal images with the die cuts for the focal images. These labels are what really got used a lot for when we are doing our Stampin' Fun in the Sun. Those labels are the ones that we're using primarily for all these treat packages that are part of that. And so here, it's just a little sneaky peeky of the Stampin' Fun in the Sun. We're actually kitting this up on Tuesday of next week. All of these, I hope we are. That's our plan. Here's the last one. So all of these are just some of the different labels from Unbounded Love. They're very pretty labels. Some of them are a little bit wonky. I'm going to say that's my word, wonky, including this one right here. The label cuts out the label, but it also cuts out the outer thing. And it's kind of weird to have the outer thing like that. And I liked the idea of putting it back together for this one. So we're going to use both of those. And then here's another label where we're going to stamp on. The embossing here is, okay, I have a disclaimer. I am not going to stop using vellum in my card making business because vellum has been around for a long time. It's a staple, I would have to say. Vellum adds so much to cards. And so I did stock up a little bit. I got a few packs of vellum and I'm going to use it until it runs out. And so vellum just adds a soft touch to it. And we emboss this with the painted texture embossing folder. Then you have a piece of glimmer here, which is the Petunia Pop Glimmer. You'll have a piece of this new white ribbon that comes in a combo pack with Petal Pink And then you'll have the piece of petunia pop. Oh, my mom, she cut all the ribbon for you guys. So all these little pieces of ribbon. For this little guy, we're just going to make an overhand knot and have that just like that. And that'll be ready for us to put right in the middle of our leaves here. And then you have one last piece of white, and that is for your inside. So these two white pieces are interchangeable. They are in essence the same size. So Erica's from San Diego. This is your first time watching. Yay! Good job. I'm so happy that you can make the cards with us tonight. All right. So, oh, I have another greenie right here. He's hiding. So what we're going to do is, instead of doing some stamping first, we're going to do a little bit of assembly just to get this put together. So this glimmer paper is going to be sneaking out the back side of the designer series paper. So I do refer to it as DSP or designer series paper. Hi, honey. You guys, the cats are all meandering around in here. They snoozed all day long around us. All took over different chairs. I'm using Terran tape instead of liquid glue just because I find it a little bit easier it sticks better to the glimmer paper. And I want to get as much glimmer paper as I can to be exposed. So I'm catching maybe a good 3/16 and I'm centering it on the glimmer paper. And I'm gonna go something about like that. So if you end up with it crooked, you can easily still pull it off and put it back to where you want it to go. And now this white ribbon is actually going to catch, because of the error in the cutting. Normally the designer paper would have been a little bit longer, but what we're gonna do is make sure we capture this white ribbon onto the the glimmer paper on the back now. So we're gonna grab some more Terran tape. So we're gonna put two of them sitting over here, and we're gonna put this one here, that one there. Oh, I don't have a garbage down there. So then what we can do is grab the white ribbon now, and it's gonna capture on the edge of that glimmer paper, like that. And like that. Watch out for the computer. Oh, you're right, because could be a cat back there too walking. But you know, I think when Chris comes back in, we're gonna have her plug my computer back in so that it doesn't die. All right, so now we can pick this. Oh, be dry fitting, right? This is what we talked about. Let's just set this on here. Oh, I have an idea. I have a different idea. Un momento, por favor. Haha, can you tell I was in Mexico? We're taking this out of here. I want to do this a different way. I want to put the ribbon behind the white layer because that to me is the bottommost layer. So one moment, please, while we reassess the situation. This is going to ultimately go here, and that fits really nicely. So grab your liquid glue. All right, so most of you don't have your kits. I would have to say nobody really has your kits for this class. So this feels really weird that nobody really can design with me, or not design, but put your cards together, because they all literally got mailed out today for this class. And, okay, one moment. We needed to sneak this down. Oh, you guys, have fun with me here. So this really needs to go down here first. So hang on. We're going to sneak this right in here. It's okay. We're going to just pull it up. See, this is what card making is all about. You end up forgetting things. That will need to go down first. We did design these cards like a long time ago, it feels. Many moons ago. There's been like what has there been? There's been whole Northern Lights since then, right? All right, so that one really should go down first, and then that would tuck. So the embossed piece is going to be tucked behind. And now we need to do our Terran tape sandwich. And this can go here. I have a little bit of overhang of my glimmer paper. Just a little bit was there, and I like to get that off. And just so you guys know, for those that are newer to watching me, you might not have seen this. I have these caddies available. I have a friend that makes them. Her husband makes them. And they hold all of your stamping supplies. They're nice little tools. And she just restocked me, so I have plenty in stock now in case anybody's looking for a little caddy like that. Now, let's get our ribbon back down and secure the ends of it like that. I have little tails here that I don't want. And then now we can, yes, you can watch and learn, and hopefully you guys can work on something else too. If you're anything like me, you are a multitasker, and you could watch and work on something else at the same time, so that you know when you get your cards and when you get the PDF, then you could always just refer back to the PDF. All right, Petunia Pop and, oh, Sandy loves her caddy. Good, good, good. Petunia Pop and Berry Burst. Two great colors together. All right, so we're getting there now. So this vellum is going to go over the top, and I do have it to the right a little bit more than I have it to the left. It's not quite centered all the way. And what we can do, tear and tape is what I use on this, and we're going to put a little piece on the top and the bottom of our little ribbon, our white ribbon. And then this gets set down, and there's no top or bottom to this. Just look at it and pick out whichever side you like up better. And something like that. Okay. Now, how I would do this piece right here, make sure that you have them fitting correctly. And I'm going to flip it over so the rough side is up here. And I'm going to take some dimensionals, and I'm going to capture the inner label and the outer label at the same time, because I want to give the impression that there's that cut in the middle, but I don't want them to necessarily have a gap. So I set it right, I nestled it right back in there together, and I'm going to put these dimensionals on all four sides like that. And that should probably be enough. And then that can get positioned. You know what, we're going to wait on that for a moment. We're going to stamp it, put the stamped image on, and then we'll set it down. So with this one, I have Celebrate. Celebrate. Did you guys miss that, my singing? Celebrate. Go on and celebrate. All right, so let's put the Celebrate in Berry Burst ink. Just make sure you stay to the right a little bit more, because you have some of that leaf action going over there. So you want this to be right about there. It's a good spot. All righty, and then the inside, we have that little guy. So that's what we have here. I bet you any money my chamois is pretty bone dry. Oh yeah. All right, so we'll clean our stamps later. Sorry, Brandon. I can't clean them. So Brandon loves it. Angela's son Brandon loves it when I clean my stamps right away. All right, so let's grab our Shy Shamrock, and we're gonna grab a scratch paper here, and we can stamp this. Very juicy new ink pads. And that's gonna go on here. So Jeanette is working on a scrapbook page while watching. That's awesome. Very, very good. All right, so there's that. And then on our inside, let's grab the white inside here. And I'm gonna go like this actually, and then we're gonna have this going up the left side. Now normally I like to put my inner things on the right side, but this one has a flow that it works better on the left side. So only two things in the Shy Shamrock. We'll set those there. Set this back here for further cleaning later in life. Okay. Leaning Tower of Pisa under my desk here. So this can get a little bit of glue, and then this one can get a little bit of glue as well. So there and here. And then this one can go on the inside, like that. And now, this little label kind of centers between the Humpty Humps on the left and the right. And because I got my liquid glue, I can kind of wiggle it till I get it exactly where I want it, which to me looks right about like that. And then now I'm going to set this down right onto where I want it on my card here. There. And then we've got to die cut this little guy out. And from the dies, we will grab that one. That's right here. And I have my little mini right next to me. So, okay, that went flying through the air. Oh, Penny just had a commercial. Okay. Oh, I wonder if I'm going to get a commercial. Oh, I bet I just had a commercial because it was just spinning. So we need this and this. I like to use, as long as it's still working, that's all that matters to me. So I can handle. I got with the way I had to do this time. That's how it might have to be. All right, so then I'm going to die cut this. Oh, Sarah Merchant, roll call. Good job. I don't have my book right next to me. So when Chris gets back down here, we need her to grab my yellow book. You guys, it's a production to get up. So I'm going to try not to get up at the moment. As soon as Chris comes down here, we'll have her grab everything I need to proceed in these interactions with you guys. But good call, Sarah. I like it. So Sarah, I did see your message today as well about the whole PayPal thing, and I'm so happy that you were able to figure out the email address situation, and hopefully you're able to get it all resolved in due time. Starting to buffer a little. Okay, interesting, very interesting. A frequent buffering messaging now. So I'm hopeful that you guys are just, so your mini plates are so warped. So I'm not buffering. So we'll have to see here. Hopefully we continue to rock and roll hoochie coo. So I have some plates, Sandy, too, that buffer a little bit, or that get warped a little bit. I'm going to grab some dimensionals here, my mini ones, and I'm going to be strategic about where I place them. I'm going to grab that little leaf here, up here, and right there. And then I think what I'm going to do, so don't be afraid to use 2 different types of adhesive on the same thing. I'm going to use liquid glue over on this side, and then what happens, that liquid glue will catch the label. I'll put that right like that. Like that is good, and it pops up there and there. And then the thing that, oh, that's perfect, I think. I think I might just put a little dot of liquid glue right underneath where the vellum is now. So you have to be very careful with vellum. You don't want to be putting liquid glue where you're going to see it through the vellum. All right, then we have here the little bow, and that little bow gets put on with a mini glue dot. And oh, I didn't grab it. One moment, please. Let's grab it. And I think I'm going to put 2 of them right next to each other so that it helps to hold it a little bit more, like that. Perfect. All right. So Jeanette, it is not above my knee, so don't tell Lori Krause, please. I can't really sit here. And so my goal was that minimal amount, so it is propped up under, but my toes are not. Don't yell at me, you guys. I know I have a lot of mothers out there that want to yell at me right now. My toes are, I can't lie because I can't. And so yes, that is correct. My toes are not above my knees. My foot is propelled up underneath here by about 1.5 feet, but the toes are not officially above the knee. So don't be mad at me. I don't have a system right now for putting my foot up so that my toes are above my knees. Okay, don't yell at me. Oh, don't yell at me. I know all of you guys are gonna be like, you need to have your foot up above your leg, your knee. I'm like, I know, but we need to, I had it up, you guys, 90% of the day, my toes are above my knees, okay? Now we're into 3.5 weeks after, so we can do 2 hours with it down for just a moment. And it's not officially all the way down. It's more like that, okay? Okay, so, all right, we have 1 done. All right, so just because I don't want to get yelled at, we're not going to Stella at the moment. We'll come back and I'll Stella my stuff later. But you could Stella the Berry Burst little label. You could Stella anywhere you want on your card. So don't forget to bring out the Stella. And I grabbed out 3 Petunia Pop, the Petunia Pop gems. And the other thing too, if that bothers you with the flippy floppy there, you could also put a little dot of liquid glue right behind where you end up putting your gem. And that will help it stick, the vellum to stick, and you won't see the glue through the vellum. All right, so there we go. Jen, there is a link to buy the caddy. I'm pretty sure, in case you're wondering, I'm gonna do a quick test. If you go into one of my classes, there's a drop down at the bottom here. And I don't know if I have it in here. bow makers in here. I have the bow maker in here, but I don't have the caddy in here. So what I would say, Jen, what you should do is send me an email. Send me an email and I will work with you to figure out how we can get you a caddy, right? Generally, people just electronically transfer me money, or you can send me a check. So there you go. We've got one done. Slight variation, just to call out, the white border all the way around it versus no white border. So you can see the PDF tutorial will probably be written because of the picture was taken off of this one, but your card kits, when you get them, you're gonna have the full white border all the way around, and both are pretty in their own way. So there we go. We have one done, which is awesome. We're gonna grab the next card underneath my slip here, and it is the pink one. This is a fun fold. So you're gonna have bits and pieces. No, Elaine Rebeck, I do have like 6 of this kit left in case you want this one as well. I can make that happen. So you don't lose your little bits and parts. So you have a card base, that's a hot dog style. All right, and let's grab the card here so you guys can see this, what we're gonna be working on. So this opens like this and it opens like this. I absolutely love this kind of a layout because it's still a traditional A2 style, but it allows for some fun to happen because you get to open it 2 different ways. So it's a little variation on a nice little pattern. And we have a little cutting to do. So when Chris and we were upstairs, we were cutting these. We completely did not think about cutting them all the way for you. We did give you enough paper, but we actually gave you too much paper. And you're gonna need to grab out your trimmer and go to the 2 3/4 mark. And you're gonna need to cut off part of your base here when you guys get so far. All right, so 2 3/4 is where it needs to get cut off. And basically this is 1/4 of the page. You guys can save this and use it for a die cut piece or make something pretty with it. That is what I always tell people, make something pretty with it. Is my gift to you for when I actually might short you a piece of paper. Now you've got some extra paper. And this is gonna be the bottom flap. And then you have all of your bits and parts kind of in this piece right here, which is going to be the arm that folds up like this. So Donna says she likes the white border all the way around. So there you guys go. I do too. It makes it pop a little bit more. All right, so you do want to take your bone folder and burnish your edge there. So we'll save that for that. This top white piece is gonna be your inside piece. So we'll stamp that momentarily. And then you have a little label that will be for a sentiment. The little foliage piece here is in Summer Splash. And you just will need to pop out some of your inner parts here because that is one thing my die cutters don't help with. I tell them to not spend time popping out the little pieces. Their main goal is to make sure that all the pieces pop out for you, but not to pop them out. Now, be very careful not to lose your flowers. So you will either have 2 small flowers and a big in each glimmer and the cardstock, or you're gonna have the 2 big flowers and a small. So either 2 small and a big or 2 big and a small, right? So it is what it is. I don't know, it's gonna be what you guys get. What happens for the die, and I don't have it down here with me actually, it's a long strip. I don't have my book to show you. I'm waiting for Grace. There's a long strip, and there's a strip of the small flowers and a strip of big flowers. And we only had to cut like 36 strips, and then we alternated them. So I just wanted to show you too, I made sure to include glimmer paper in each one of these cards. So this one had the little accent there because that new in color glimmer paper is awesome. It's in all of the in colors, and this one is in the petal pink. So you'll have 3 cardstock flower petals or like the flower heads, and you'll have 3 that are glimmery. All right, then this piece, the other white, is for your top. And then there are 2 pieces of designer paper on here, one for the bottom and one for the background there. You'll have this piece of paper that you're gonna think is garbage, but it definitely is not garbage. It is a mat for your bottom flap here. And this is where you wanna dry fit it for your designer series paper. Yeah, Shirley Vanderbloomer, they are so beautiful. So beautiful. These colors are just very refreshing to me. This is your ribbon that's gonna go through the back in petal pink, and then you have a Summer Splash mat. Now, the one stamp that we did pull in for this one is called Textured Timber I've been using this a lot for a background, this guy. I don't think I've used the other 3 yet, but I've definitely used that a bunch on cards with you guys. And so we're going to be using Summer Splash for this card. And that timber stamp looks like this. Now, if you don't have textured timber, I always say buy what you love. You like basically use what you have and buy what you love. So if you...
I heard I was being paged.
Who's calling you?
No, I had you on the...
You heard your name? Funny. I need my yellow book.
Okay.
Which is over there somewhere. Yep. And then behind you even further, there's a DSP sampler that is partially put together in the red tote. Just grab all the pages.
Okay.
And then I need a catalog.
Okay.
I don't know where my catalog is.
Here's this.
Thank you. There's that.
Do you
Okay.
need a pen?
I have a pen.
Okay.
Okay, I'll take that. Thank you very much. Okay. We're here. Yay. Chris is here. She's coming to get me things. I wanted to share with you guys. I have 2 of them here I'm putting together. The catalog. Oh, it can be any catalog, but I had a bound catalog somewhere in my in the house. Okay.
Here it is.
So we're going to take a commercial break here from the class. Oh, she found my catalog. This is what I keep talking about, the DSP sampler. And thank you. Look at that. And then the other thing is my charger that's plugged in, or it's on the table.
Yep.
Yep. You could plug it in the wall down there, and it gets plugged in right here. So I think that should reach. And just bring it around here. So not in the
Oh, you
sink.
need it on
Yep,
there.
there you go.
Got
Right
it.
on the side there. Got it. Okay, good job. Yay. Teamwork makes the dream work. All right, so this is what a DSP sampler looks like. Now, I have not glued all my squares at the top here yet, but my brother made me glue all of my color swatches. So this is kind of like the start of it, not done, so it's not photographed, but here's the Unbounded Beauty. There'll be a page. You guys can see all the different colors that coordinate with the Unbounded Beauty. I do have my specialty page done. So this is a great little tool for people, and all the in color families are in here. It's a great little tool if you hold classes or if you are an avid customer that likes to have coordination. You can look through this. I put it in Page Protector, and then I put it in a 3-ring binder. So that was that. Going back to here, this is the annual catalog, and the suites are all kind of in the middle, maybe. The suite that now I can finally open it, is called Unbounded Beauty, which is this one. So this is the spread in the catalog. There you have here your two bundles. This one has all the labels, and this one has the floral images. And here's the die. You get the, like we were just working on now with the flowers. There's a whole die that makes 7 of them, or 8. It's 8 and 8, 8 and 8. And then here's the glimmer paper I was talking about. I incorporated the glimmer paper, I think 3 of the colors in these 4 cards. One got doubled up. And then there are some of the resin dots that work with this. And then all of the Unbounded Beauty paper features the in colors. And that's super interesting. This is 2 page 55s. The catalog extra. Oh, what do you have over there? Hunky doodle. There's 2 page 55s in here. Well, okay. Well, there you go. All right. So my book has 2 page 55s. That's good. Oh, I hope it's not from a different one. Okay. And because Sarah Merchant reminded me, thank you, Sarah Merchant, we are going to do roll call. Yay. So we have Barbara Tyler, Sandy Wicklander, Sherry Everett, Shirley Malarkey, Jeannie Parker, Nedra Dover, Donna Grushke, Elizabeth Hutto, Susan Bellamy, Karen Woods, Angela Knutson, Brenda Cottrell, Sarah Merchant, Susan Ray Hendricks, Patty Wright, Janice Ormiston, Sandy Coy Emery, Lynn Beasley, Sheila Roberts, Feline Mays, Roxanne Burton. Yay, Roxanne. I think this is her first class that I got to say her name out loud. Debbie Lindauer, Annette Rollin, Laura Sullivan, Barbara Rudolph, Fancy Nancy Villas, Pat Thomas, Sharon Davis, Kathy Showalter, Phyllis Oderman, Connie Moore, Deanna Stell, Christina Bernards, Carrie White, Leslie McMinn, Sarah Mitchell, Jenna Helms, Debbie Gast, Linda Scott, Kat Birch, Angelique McClendon, Cheryl Thomas, Mary Lemke, Barbara Godby, Bridget Rowe, Pat Settle, Darrell Hoffaker, Mary Sykes, Kathleen Ketterman, Nina Barbaric, Becky Gandolfo, Cindy Nicolosi, Randy Schultz, Anna Schaffer, Sue Spigner, Pat Fleming, Shelley Cooper, Amy Ponce, Alan Brover, Mary Carls, Marilyn Edens, Vicky Rodriguez, Melody Miller, Lori Baxter, Carmen Melendez, Ruth Nicholson, Terry Costin, Vera Anderson, Marsha Dean, Karen Stagg, Kat Fronick, Gwen Prochashek, and I am going to guess that Miss Elaine Rebeck wants this class as well, because normally when she asks if there are kits left, she wants them. So, Elaine, your name is on my list. I can always erase it.
Did you want to?
That's interesting. That one has, perfect. Yeah. Okay. It's, yeah, there's,
Your book was put together wrong.
yeah, I wonder if they took that from somebody else's book though when they bound and
I'm probably missing mine.
you're probably missing yours, right? So yay, I like to do a shout out or a call out to everybody because I really appreciate everybody who got kits from me. So all that list of people, they were people who either purchased this class and paid for it, or they placed a $50 order and they got the class for free. On top of it, I have a few people, more than a few people, that purchased either one of the bundles for me and got the class for free. And I like to give an extra shout out to them because they picked this bundle, one of the bundles, and they bought it and they got a half a pack of designer series paper that matches as a little gift for me. So Shirley Malarkey, Donna Grushke, Cindy Posh, Sarah Merchant, Sandy Coy Emery, Lynn Beasley, Laura Sullivan, Barbara Rudolph, Connie Moore, Mary Lemke, Angelique, Nina, Becky, Vicky, and Melody. All of you girls, a big shout out to you that you liked the bundle, either one of the bundles enough to buy it as your registration specifically for this class. And I appreciate that so much. Okay, we're gonna get back to business here. And now I think we're kind of back on track. We got all of our fur things off of our list. Okay, so with this background, so if you don't have this background, it's okay. Find a different one. There are many other background stamps out there that you can work with. It doesn't have to be this one. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use it at full strength and I'm going to stamp directly onto my background piece. And I'm gonna work my way around the outer edge. I don't need to worry so much about the middle, only because the middle gets covered up by the pink, I'm gonna call it the arm. All right, so there's that, and we just have a couple more, and you have to do the bottom because you see it on the inside. Now, we're not done there. That's just one of them. Yes, okay, so in a nutshell, 96 kits were made, and there, I think Elaine asked how many were left. So we had 9 in person last night. We actually had 10 in person, and we had 79 with Elaine signing up, and one of those kits was mine. So I think I have 5 left, right? So they're not gonna stay, that will not make it into the past classes. I bet you any money by next week that those will be gone. So let's flip this back down. I inked up, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to stamp at second strength. So second strength just means stamping off and making a lighter, okay. How's it going? Everything okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't sound very convincing. Then she laughs. Okay, so I did this at second strength, just so it was a little bit lighter. I didn't want it so sharp. If you did it at first strength, it would be that dark, and I feel like that was very distracting. Where when you do it at second strength, it's less distracting. It's just enough to add a little subtle color on the background. Now for the inside stamp, I am gonna do it at full strength, and I'm going to do just a little bit along the bottom just to put some lines down there, going the opposite. You could have actually also done them the other way if you wanted. You could have had them going down the left or the right side like that if you wanted. I mean, decorate your inside however you feel you would like it in, like it decorated. You could even put flowers in the inside. Okay, we're not done though, because we have Feel Better Soon. There are lots of nice sentiments in this set, and you want to make sure you pick the sentiment that you want to use for this card. I'm gonna pick, yeah, we're gonna pick Feel Better Soon. I've been, oh man, you guys, I should feel better soon, right? Like that is the plan. So somebody like me would appreciate a Feel Better Soon. Oh, that's really crooked. Okay, well not so bad, but it's enough crooked that I'm gonna flip it over. I should have practiced on the back first, right? That is what I always would normally do. Oh, and there's extra of these. I'm not gonna go get them though. How bad is that? Huh, it's not that bad. This is the dilemma we have, right? All right. If Chris was down here, I'd have her get it because we found an extra one in the kits from last night. All right, Anna Carter made it, yay. I'm still debating in my head which one do I want to go forward with. All right, so in the interim, I'll figure that out when I go to put it down. We can get a little bit glue happy. Let's see what we can glue. This one, okay, I'm gonna paper, like, here's the thing, let's dry fit it just to make sure it works. This, here you guys go with my anxious, if I make anybody anxious doing this, we're going to get really glue happy. All these at one fall swoop. All right, so let's do that. Oops, that one shouldn't have gotten them, oops. Now I'm gonna have to work with that because I shouldn't have glued that one quite yet, but we're okay. So I can always make do. So there's that, and then this one. Now, which do we wanna do first? We're gonna do this guy first. Pick which side I think I want up. That looks good to me. This goes on our inside, like that. Oh, okay, that'll go like that. And then this front flap is where we're gonna put this one. Like that. And then our DSP goes like that. I don't think there's direction to this pattern paper. You could put it however you wanna see it. All right, and then our arm goes right kind of in the middle here. Like that. And I can test it out. So how many of us took this class? I think, Laura, the final number so far is like 80. Nope, there's 96 and there's 5 left, so 90. 90. And then we can glue our inside in. And I chose to put on the bottom. I think I liked that better than on the sides. Like that. And then, now this piece, technically I should have put my ribbon down first. So we're gonna make that happen once we find the tear-in tape, like this. And we're going to make it happen without getting glue all over ourselves. So Anna, the leg is doing, it seems like a little better every day. Just a little bit better. And I think that, all right. Okay, we're gonna leave that set for just a moment. And we're gonna work on this. And I'm gonna figure out which way I want it to go. So I will say that if anybody is going down to Mexico, to the Riviera Maya anytime soon, and they need a place to stay, that I would recommend Terrasu Spa and Hotel. It was the little spa and hotel resort place that we stayed at first before the Stampin' Up thing. And it was considerably like less expensive. It was only $150 a night. And I don't know, we got a good deal. It was amazing that it was only that much. Because that's like a normal hotel to me around anywheres. Like if you can get it for 150, that's decent. And this was in a tourist place, right? So 150 was to us a deal. But that, even if it would have been more, it would have been fine. But it was the staff that, they were just amazing. I would highly recommend that place. So we're talking, like my mom said we're glutton for punishment. We're talking about, because we missed everything. We had to cancel all of the things that we had planned for the entire week. And it was sad, but we want to go back down and go to some of these places that we didn't get to go to. And we're going to go stay at that little place and see the people again. I hope, but the staff doesn't always stay the same. So it might be different. We get that. But the people that were staying there, we made friends with, and the staff was just amazing. They went out and bought my crutches for me and brought them back. They helped me find a medical supply store to buy a boot. You guys, I didn't even see a doctor while I was down there because the locals said, if you don't need to go to the hospital, do not go to the hospital. And so we didn't go to the hospital. We just got on a different scooter and rode back away to the scooter rental. And I proceeded to take a wheelchair to all the way for the rest of my trip. Everywhere we went, I was in a wheelchair. So yeah, that's how that went. But the place that we stayed was incredibly accommodating, awesome. They went over the top with their customer service for us to help me get through what I was going through. Oh no, Shelly Cooper got a Temu commercial. Ban, yeah, the Temu is horrible, you guys. If you can avoid Temu, I would avoid Temu. They are not the good. Like, I don't like to badmouth, but yeah, Temu commercials not good. So they collect all your information. So and they hurt American businesses like Stampin' Up. So that's why I am not a big Temu fan. So did you guys see what I was doing while I was doing what I was doing? I hope so. I basically saved myself from my little error, and I now can put my little label on here, and I'm going to pop this up. A lot of people don't know the inner workings of the whole Temu thing, but if you do a little research, you'll figure out what Temu is all about. So I wonder if I can pick and choose these stupid commercials that are now playing. Is this the first time you guys have ever seen commercials on my website, or like while we've been doing a live? Because I don't know if I ever remember having commercials that you guys told me that there was commercials. So, all right, this now is right here. I'm gonna put that on the top. It kind of centers. It centers right over the ribbon. So I know you only get to see a little snippet of the ribbon, but you get to see some ribbon. And now we get to do our flowers. The flowers are amazing. I love these little flowers. I'm going to grab some glue dots, I think. And we're going to put glue dots down on here. I'm going to do that first. And I ended up with 2 small and a big. And so I'm going to alternate them on this. So it took, so I know a lot of you guys were wishing me well after you saw the accident. And I think it surprised a lot of people to realize how bad it really was with the foot. And it was very emotionally challenging, I'll tell you, because I couldn't leave the hotel room basically without feeling like I was going to make my foot worse, because we had no way to elevate my foot. And it took till Thursday, which was like almost the last day. It took till 2 days before we left to figure out how to elevate my leg in the wheelchair with a crutch. And it was the EMT guy at the resort that told us what to do and how to do it. And it made all the difference in the world. It allowed me to go out on Friday and hang out with some of my friends on Friday during the day, which was amazing to be able to be with my stamping buddies. Yay. Oh, so Mary hasn't gotten a commercial. So Mary Lemke, so if you guys have, what is it? Where if you pay for a subscription, or if you pay for YouTube, then I don't know if you guys get commercials. So maybe that might be why somebody doesn't get commercials. But we got this done. We got one done. And I had 3 little gems. And 3 little gems look perfectly great. If you had 3 big gems, they'll look great as well. And that opens like this and like that. And you guys, when you get the cat fur, that is no extra charge. I pick out the cat fur. I do. If I have cat fur on me, like, because I have 3 cats, I think you guys know that. They're all sleeping or not around right now. But if a cat happens to like run around, or we get fur in us, like little fur will end up on kits. That is a part of it. It happens. I try to pick them off and make them not in your kits, but my mom is not as diligent about that. And so, so I think somebody teased me. They said, well, the cat fur doesn't cost anything, right? No, it's free. The cat fur is free. So, all right. So we got this one done. I will leave this right here, because in case you guys want to study that and look at that a little bit more, you can do that while I pull out the next card kit. And we've got 2 more left for this class. This is a 4-card class. And this next one is another summer splash. I always like to look in there if I think of it. And let me grab a drink of water. So one thing I didn't ask Chris for was water. So this card is pretty. And I love petunia. So these colors all really go nicely together. The 5 in colors, the petunia pop and the summer splash goes well together. Shy Shamrock fits in there really good. Pretty in pink. They're all very soft, fun. They're more subtle colors to me, and they all go together very nicely. So in this one, you'll have your 2 ribbons, it looks like, on the bottom. So just set those off to the side and make sure to grab. And Mary doesn't pay for YouTube either. Interesting. So I wonder what denotes when some of you guys would get them and what some don't. But I definitely agree, Kath. Lynn, such a fun, refreshing card. You guys are liking them. Good, good, good. Okay, so vertical card. Now this one also has 2 pieces of white paper that are going to be the same size. One is for the outside and one is for the inside. They should generally be about the same size. Now this is one where we cut the opposite. We have here 2 strips of designer paper that are 2 inches wide, and they should be by 5 1/16. But what we ended up doing, this is the one that got cut backwards. So you could leave it, and some people did that. Last night they left it so that you didn't see the white around the edge. And I think I might just leave it. So you can see, and then we'll have opposite. So this one you can see all the white edge all the way around. And on this one, you might just see the white edge on the, I don't know. I think I kind of like seeing the white edge all the way around. So I'm gonna make it happen. All you have to do is grab your trimmer out and you wanna cut it to 5 1/16. And so this is the one where we ended up with it being the opposite. This designer paper was left long and the other one was, so vice versa. But it's okay. All you have to do is trim it off if you don't like it. All right, so then on this one, you have 2 pieces. They are slightly going to overlap. They are not next to each other. If you put them next to each other, you're not gonna see any outer edge. So one does overlap, and it doesn't matter which one overlaps. Like this. And then like that. Oh, I was also gonna say, I believe, we were talking about all the, and Rose just messaged me back, and this made me think of it. I believe for the technique class, I have 1 spot left. So in case anybody wants to get Rose's technique class through me that she teaches and designs that I kit up here in the States, there's 1 left. All right, so this goes down and that goes down. What was that? You heard your name?
Yeah.
A water, what was it?
A leaf?
A leaf.
Is that what you wanted?
Oh, I was gonna have you get one of these guys from over there in the bucket. I don't know where the box went, but there were extra labels. We had extra labels in class
we
list.
did.
And they're either in that bucket for Tammy, where the pink paper is on the right-hand side over here,
Oh,
and that brown box.
the
Right.
drum box. Oh,
There's some pink paper there. They were put over there.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So they might be there. All right. Then you're going to have this white, so I call this a sacrificial lamb. The only reason that you need it is because if you put the ribbon down, you're going to see the seam, right? So what you do is you cut a piece of paper that is slightly smaller than the ribbon, just a hair smaller. And I should have tested it, but it's fine, I think. Yep, it's good. This is going to go through the middle of your 2 mats here, over the seam, like this. Just try to make sure it's straight. If you don't find them, Chris, it's really okay.
Yeah, this.
I went with the opposite side. It's all good. I'm going to trim off any little extra that's down there. And now when you put your ribbon down, you see white through the ribbon. So it almost makes it look like the ribbon is white, which is pretty cool. So whenever you have a more sheer or see-through ribbon, you're going to want to use something like that, what I refer to as a sacrificial lamb. And that came because I learned in this water softener that there's a metal pole that goes through the middle that it gets worn on first and gets broken down so it doesn't eat the inside of your your water softener. So that's what a sacrificial lamb does. All right. It helps and aids in something else being successful, I guess. All right, so this, hopefully that went on there straight. It did. All right, and then we're doing our tear and tape sandwich, and we're going to secure the ribbon behind with that. And we're going to adhere this then to the front of the card, and that will help get us ready for the next steps. Whoa! You guys, you want to make sure you keep your green on the right. I did have, I think somebody yesterday put the green accidentally on the left, which is fine. The only thing is that you lose the greenery. So you'd want to put the greenery looks better with the pink behind it, or that purpley petunia pop color behind. All right, so there's that. Now these are cut, this is cut from the Nested Essential die, and that is then embossed with the Distressed Tile die. And I did, in fact, what did I do? I popped it up with some dimensionals. So we'll go ahead and do that. And I've got 3 along each side is what looks good to me, I think. And for good measure, let's just, you never know, but we're gonna put little guys in the middle here. Oh, I see, have Chris give me some water. You know, I thought she left already, but I've got one more swallow of water left. So this guy is going to go down towards the bottom and to the right a little bit more, because we want to leave a little bit of room for this beautiful sprig right here. All right, so that's down. And then let's stamp here Best of Luck in Petunia Pop. And that is here. So Best of Luck comes from the Unbounded Love That Sweet. And you want to make sure you stamp it to the right more. And then it'll allow room for the leaves to go on the right hand or on the left hand side. So I think I'd have to say Petunia Pop is one of my new favorite colors. You guys will probably be like, no surprise, it's purple. Very true, can't deny. Chris likes her purple. All right, so I'll put them back there. And then now this circle is just punched out. I have a ruler here. I can kind of tell you. We do use our punches from time to time. It's a 1.5 inch circle. Yes, we could have used dies, but I will tell you, my helpers love it when we can punch things out. And they had a punch versus die cut. They love it because it goes a little bit easier. Oh, Penny Powell, we can sure make that happen. I will add your name to my list here, and we will set a class aside for you. And Unbounded Love. All right, I will save one for you. Definitely. Oh, look at Jeannie. She's watching from St. Beach, loving the cards. Good, good. All right, I'm just happy to be live with you guys. I don't know. I thought, I didn't know how it would feel, but I'm amazed. I'm doing good. My leg is holding in. This thing is actually centered behind here. So what we're gonna do is we wanna see just a little bit of glimmer paper tucking out, and I'm trying to center between the sides here. And I'm gonna try to do that on both sides, like this. If for any reason you feel like it doesn't look right, you can always pull it off and refinagle it. And that tear and tape is the ticket for your gluing of the glimmer paper. Then I think I left that completely flat because otherwise we're gonna have a hard time gluing our foliage on. So this is going to go, well, you can probably see here, I have a little bit more glimmer peeking out than my sample does, but that's okay. If you get to see a little more glimmer then. And this is hanging out, so where the divot comes down here and the divot comes out here, that's where I have the line going down. And something like that. This, you definitely will want to Stella this. I'm not going to, I'm gonna save my leg the time for the Stellaing, and this fits nicely across here, like that. And what you're gonna do is just use a little liquid glue, would be my suggestion. And be strategic about where you put it. You don't need to put it everywhere, but find some spots and stick it to it. And that will go along the edge here. I love that. I'm trying to line up one of these main branches kind of with the edge of the label to help kind of make it fit in a little bit better. And a little slight angle to it. And it'll stick nicely to the raised up image, and it might just stick flat, and that's okay, like that. The same concept with this little guy, the Petunia Pop ribbon, just 4 inches. I gave you 4 inches instead of 3 because it's so much easier to work with 4 inches for making an overhand knot like this. So you can say I was a little nice to you guys with a little bit longer of a ribbon. And then I'm gonna put 2 glue dots down again here and squisher my little overhand knot right into it. And you can trim your tails then at an angle. Adds just a little bit to the foliage. Now this one uses, I used the Shy Shamrock ones on this one. They fit in a little bit better than they fit in better with this card, And then the ones that we have left fit in better with the other card. So I have this, I saved the Summer Splash ones for the next card. So the Shy Shamrock, we're just fine with this one. They match. This, you guys, the Shy Shamrock and that Summer Splash, they're very close. They are really close. All right, so we almost have that one ready to go, but we don't have our inside. So let's see what we did for an inside. A little foliage in Shy Shamrock. And that leaf is pretty big. And it's not that one. And it's right here. And it's not in Shy Shamrock. I lied. It's actually Summer Splash. I caught it though because it was sitting here with the Summer Splash. Shelly Scott, I've never gotten a commercial from anyone and I don't pay anything in YouTube. So good. So Shelly's got no commercials. That's good. I like the punches better than the dies. Yes, Shirley, I definitely agree. The punches are so much faster than dies. They are. They're faster. But they also take up more space too. So it's a little bit of pros and cons to everything. All right, so this, I'm going to stamp this across the right-hand side here as well. So as I'm doing this live, I'm thinking about what today is. Today is the 16th of May. It's Tammy Sikolik's birthday. Oh my goodness. I have to remember to wish her a happy birthday. So hang on. I'm going to write that on my list here. Tammy is one of my main die cutters, you guys. And her birthday is today. So I have to make sure I share that on my team page because she's on the team. And I have to wish her a happy birthday. It's May 16th. So what I was really thinking about before I had that squirrel of a moment was that normally the first video that I do of the month, I go through the VIP half off bundle winner. I go through the monthly class winner, the Let's Just Stamp winner, no, the monthly creative challenge winner, the class card challenge winner. I go through the top fan prize, and I haven't pulled any of that stuff, you guys. It's been a little bit of a whirlwind. So just know I haven't forgotten. I have it all written down in a book of to-dos on a monthly basis, my to-dos. And so we aren't going to do all those lives tonight. I might figure out when I can do those. So I'm not on a class where it's a really long class is what I'm thinking. So, but I just had a moment that we need to do all that stuff. And also from last month, we had, I think there are 2 prizes that need to be given for things that we did last month with the, I think, orders that were placed by the 19th of April. I did a challenge that people who did that, and then there's one more too. So there are lots of prizes that need to be given away yet. All right, we got this one done. Yay, very, very good. I will leave that here so that you guys can keep studying that one in case you want to keep staring at it a little bit more, because it is oh so pretty. I feel pretty, oh so pretty. All right, so we're down to the last card for tonight. And then I had these were saved from last week. These are some cards that I have to give away to winners. And I do have a small pile of Happy Mail over here that we can share. That's what I'm gonna do. And we'll do a door prize winner for class tonight too. All right, so I still have one more sip left, so I'm still good. But definitely trying to make sure I stay hydrated. Anything I can do to get this bone to heal faster is what I'm trying to do. All right, look at this beautiful card. Soft, subtle, soothing, elegant. In that stamp set, there are different words that would fit in there if you have it. Otherwise, find smaller words. But hope, love, faith, peace. And to you and yours, just for you, I think even there's a really pretty with sympathy in here. And with sympathy would actually fit in there. So what do I have? I have hope is believing in a brighter tomorrow. Then there is faith is being sure of what we cannot see, and love never gives up. Peace makes the world a better place. So it's got an outside and an inside, or an innie and an outie. May all your wishes come true, and happy birthday. And my heart goes out to you, and with sympathy. That would go good in there. Best of luck. And then you've got celebrate. Have a blessed day, and you're a true blessing. Feel better soon, friend. There's lots of good sentiments in here, and I love the cursiveness and the kind of print with the cursive. Thanks to Rose, yay! And we can move this one out, and we're gonna grab our last card kit here. And so I have a Post-it note on here. I never know why I have the Post-it note, but I always say give the one that's not right to me. Okay, there was a really scrappy ribbon, and so my mom gave it to me. So she put my name on it, and I'd hate to give ribbon like this out. It's got like a really weird crunchiness to it, but I'm okay. I can figure out how to work with that. And I'm sure by the end you won't even notice it. But I'd hate to have that on one of your kids. So they're they do, my helpers do try to look for things that don't look particularly nice and they give them to me. All right, so this one is our, oh, I don't think I got glimmer paper on this. I think I got to this one and I did leave the glimmer off of this. But you have a little white square here. That square is for stamping some flowers. So we'll get to that momentarily. All right, and then you have the frame, which also has 2 leaves. So these are 3 die cut pieces that are in your kit. This rectangle, and oh, Sherry, I'm so happy to hear that. This little rectangle goes here. Hi, Lisa LaFramboise. And then Yvette's gonna have to watch the replay. No worries. Yvette Smith, your DSP sampler went out today. Yay. So there's for our sentiment. You have 2 ribbons. One is gonna be 4 inches and one's gonna be 5 inches. The 5 inches goes here, and then the 4 inch is going to get wrapped around there, and I'll show you that in a moment. And then you'll have a piece of pink flowery designer paper, which is a 3x4, and that goes on to a white piece that is just a little bit bigger. And then you have the fern embossing folder carried over, and that will go right onto our card base. And there is no inside, like extra inside. Thank you. Look at you. Oh, I'll have that last little sip in there. Okay? There's one little teeny tiny sip. Hang on. Are you watching up there? And Chris is watching. And look, she brought me my purple water bottle. Thank you. All right. So on this one, we did not double mat the inside. And I'm just reading. Lisa got my email. Good. Lisa Spacek, you got your DSP sampler as well. So Cindy Runtree said that she would just iron it. And that is definitely a possibility of just ironing this. I think that when I tie this knot, I will be just perfectly fine with it. All right, so let's just glue a piece down because we can. And we're gonna glue 2 pieces down because we can do 2 of them right off the bat. All right, so there's that. This goes right onto our front of the card. Now, technically, I probably would have stamped my inside first, and then if I didn't like it, I could have always flipped it inside out, but I'm just taking my chances. And then this designer series paper will go onto this piece. Oh, you guys are getting the commercials. I think with the way that I did this setup, I had to set up the video from my laptop, and it had on there to do commercials, and that is why it went. When before I was starting it from my Switcher Studio, and I'm just gonna put these 2 down for right now in the area of where I think they're gonna go, and we're gonna come back to this in a moment. So let's do this stamping. This has the leaves at the bottom, and what I'm gonna do is hold that here to get an idea of where I need to stamp the word I want. I think I will, what do I want to do? Hope, I could do hello. You called, it's me you're looking, no, sympathy. Let's do sympathy. Everybody, sympathy cards are always needed. I think that birthday and sympathy cards are the 2 most used cards. And my general thought is that's what they are. And so we're gonna just hold the frame there as a guide, and then we're gonna be able to see where we need to stamp it. And we're gonna make sure we stamp it more to the right, like that, perfect. And we'll flip that there. And then on the inside, there's a flower, and then there would be a sentiment here that says, my heart goes out to you. And I think that's what we'll use. And it's that one. And we're gonna put this back here so we don't lose it. And then this we're gonna stamp in Summer Splash. And we're gonna stamp that right on the inside. Yeah, you guys, I had to go about this whole Switcher Studio All right, so again, going back to spending time. Last week, Thursday, we spent an hour and a half from 6 until 7:30. And then tested again on Sunday. It didn't work. Gina and I to me in my head, wasted 2 hours yesterday. We should have been designing cards, and we were wasting our time with, that's how I feel. We were wasting our time with Switcher Studio. And we didn't get all of our cards designed. We got 2 3/4 cards designed, and then she had to go. And so we were hoping to get like 4 cards designed, so that didn't really work so well for us. But, oh, we still got 2.5 done, or 2 and 3, we got 1 3/4 done. We still have, so we got 1 3/4 of the monthly card done. So we're close, just not quite. And then tonight I worked on it from we finally got live at 7, so another hour. All because of this change in the app that they did last week. So first strength and the outline, and I'm not complaining, I'm just like slightly complaining. Oh yeah. So it makes it hard, especially if you have never done videos before, to even want to try to attempt to do videos, because it's hard to troubleshoot and work your way through the problem, because if I'm not even that technical, I'm not a technologically inclined person. Like, I wouldn't say that I am. I just fumble my way through things. All right, so I stamped off at second strength on that flower in the inside. So that's called 2-step stamping. You stamp one and then you stamp again. And that is our inside. That's good, complete. And now we need to do that again on here. So there are 4 flower stamps. 2 are the outsides and 2 are the insides. And I gave you a big enough scrap. I didn't know how big of a scrap to give you, but what people were doing last night is they were stamping more flowers and putting more flowers down on the front, and we can do that. And we'll see what it looks like. So we got our outlines done. The hard part is going to be matching these up, and it actually goes like that. That wasn't too hard. What you could do is put a little tick mark on your stamp in the same spot, so you can kind of look for the tick mark. That always helps to line them up. Yes, so Shelly Cooper just hit the nail on the head. Commercials don't bother her. She said that, oh, hang on. We do get paid for them. At the moment, I'm not getting paid for them. I'm working to get paid for them. Like, they've always been set up on my account, and I don't make enough. You have to earn $100 a month before you, that was really light. You have to earn $100 in a month before they pay you. And I think last month I was at like $88. And so I'm getting there, but I'm not quite there. And every little bit of extra little bit helps in the world, right? For what we do. So if there's a way to make a little bit of money off of commercials or advertisements, I'm going to try to get that as well, because I'm not doing necessarily anything extra to get the little bit of extra money from YouTube. So, right. So, all right, we're going to set all of our dirty stamps over here. Now what I would do is take and rough cut these apart. And we need to grab the little machine back, and we're going to run these through and do a little die cutting. And lining up the flowers also might be a little bit of a task. Whoa, it's like company's coming. And let's grab the dies out of this one here. And we just have to go. The reason that I only did 2 flowers on the card is because then you only had to run your dies through one time, where if you added a second or a third small flower, you'll have to run it through again. And you know, let's see if I can steal from here a little bit of tape so that I can look at that. Well, I don't know how I got it to line up that easily, but I sure did. And that was nice. All right, perfect. So Shelly Scott. So I in what year are we in? We're in 2024. So in October of 2022, we pushed to hit 1,000 subscribers in my YouTube channel, and we did. And when I had enough hours for viewing and I had that many subscribers, I could opt in for having commercials. And I've been trying to do everything for that, right? And you have to have an AdSense account with YouTube, which I got my account and I verified my address, I verified my name, I verified and added my checking account, and I've done all the things. And I'm supposed to link one thing. Yeah, I'm supposed to put some sort of code, which again, I'm not a technologically inclined person. So my IT gal Jenna, she's my IT manager. I'm calling her. Jenna Helms. If you guys don't know who I'm talking about, Jenna Helms is on my team, and she's amazing. She does classes with the Brown Dog Craft Company. She is my IT girl. I talked to her for 24 minutes last week. She was trying to help me figure it out. So long story short, she couldn't help me figure it out, but she's helping me figure out how do I get the code fixed, or like I got to get some code set up on my website to be able to finish off one more thing to get paid. And then once it's over $100 of people people watching and watching commercials, just by the sheer fact that you guys watch the commercials, I get a penny or something like that. It's small change, but I think it adds up eventually. So what I'm doing now is just poking these out. So I didn't really earn the $88. All it did was tell me that I would have gotten $88 had they paid out, but they don't pay out unless it's over $100 of being earned. So I'm getting there little by little. I know sometime. So my goal was to start getting paid, by YouTube back in 2022. And here we are a year and a half later, and I still haven't figured that out. So that's how that goes. And it's like the least little worry of mine, I guess, at the moment. So there are other things like being able to go live that are more in my priorities, which I think I'm trying to wrap my head around what I did to make it happen. All right, so we just popped out all these. Now that we popped these out, there is a little trick to this. If you look at the sample card that I have here, you can kind of see that this leaf goes here, and then one leaf goes here, but then how do you get that leaf over there? Well, you have to do a little Frankensteining of your leaf here. You cut it off straight up there, and then what I'm going to do is trim this and trim this off. So I'm cutting off this little section, and we're working with that. And now you're gonna hate it because this is the teeniest, tiniest little thing to glue. And if you had sticker sheets and this die, that would definitely help. But if you don't have the sticker sheets, it's okay. You can just put a little bit of glue strategically, and don't do too much. You will end up with a little hot glue mess here, a little sticky business mess. Little bit. I'm not even gonna shut that. We're going to put this down. You don't have a lot of wiggle room. Yeah, it is what it is. Like for the YouTube, like I'm, like you guys, I'm so busy with everything else, and which I love. I love everything, but I am busy with everything that trying to figure that out is like the last thing on my mind. So there we go. We put that guy down. So that kind of frames this. Perfect. Good. And then what we're gonna do is grab some dimensionals, and I'm gonna put some strategically along the bottom and the top. And I'm only at this moment going to take off the top ones. And we're going to set this down close, so the same margin on the right and the bottom. That's gonna get set down here. And again, it's not gonna stick on the bottom because we need to get our ribbon down there yet. And then the other thing we're gonna do is we're going to prep a little tear and tape because we want the ribbon to stick as well. Grab a little tear and tape and now put that down. And now you don't risk that coming out. Take the longer of your two. Hi, Cindy Bassett. I hope that you are feeling better finally. I know you said that you were under the weather. Things weren't going so well. I hope everything's better now. We're slowly but surely getting better. So that ribbon, you don't see it on the bottom here, but I wanted it to be flush along the bottom. So by staging the top area, and now I've got the tear and tape down there, it's gonna hold it. Now I can go back here, pick this off, tuck my tails behind like that. Before I do that, I'm going to also set my other ribbon down underneath here so I don't have to like stuff it underneath. that's staged over there. And then the other thing we're gonna do is put a few more back side of this, like that, and pick this off. Oh, we're not gonna pick this off because we're popping this up with dimensional. So I like to keep that on. And we're gonna go over here and grab some of these guys. I have some scrapperonis that are just hanging out, needing a home. Let's get rid of them. All right, so let's pick this off and we'll get this right onto the card front. And we're almost done with our last card. We did good, you guys. Really, I didn't start my live until 7, so we're on our 2-hour mark like we normally do, so we're right on track. All right, this is just gonna get centered on your card front. Now you can pick these guys off and they'll stick to that ribbon, which is sticking to the white mat, that sticks down. Perfect. Okay, now what we can do is take this entire bow with that, and it has a mind of its own, so let's see which way it's going to go. There's how it's going to go. Oh, that turned out really good. And then our flowers can get popped up with some dimensionals, and it's going to cover up this missing area over here. I thought, why cover up a leaf? Why not utilize it? So this is going to, let's see, our little hook is over there, so let's go like that. We're gonna just set the flowers are going up like that. And then the other, we got 2 flowers here. Do I like 2 flowers? Or do I like 1? I actually kind of like, I like 1. I'm just gonna go with the 1. And I really am just gonna use a little bit of liquid, oops, it's not even on, a little bit of liquid glue. And we're gonna put that right here, hanging out next to the other guy. And then you have these little greeneries, and they can get put down with glue dot, and a glue dot. Thanks, Anna. So the 2 die here, the 2 leaf die, that will tuck in like that. And let's see, it's really gooey. Let's get you right down in there. Okay. The one that you cut off will go next. And that is going to tuck, so you want that rough cut edge part. Tuck, oop, there goes our flower. Tuck this underneath. That's going to be coming out there. Let's get our flower back where it was supposed to go. And then that last little leaf can come out like that. All right, grab your ribbon scissors. Trim the tail here and there. Whew. And then you should have some gemsies lefties. And they are the Summer Splash ones. And there are 2 up there and 1 in the middle of the little flower. I didn't put one in the big flower because there's the stamen thing coming up. There we go. We did it. We made all of our cards. Oof. Very good. Oofta, right? All right, so let's see what we got. I'll put them all back in the lineup here so you guys can see them all. Like that. We'll put this one over here. And then we have that one. And then, you know, my question I'm going to ask is, which one is your favorite? I always got to know. Debbie says the pretty in pink. Kat says, what is the ink color? The ink colors we used are Pretty in Pink, Summer Splash, Petunia Pop, Shy Shamrock. All 4 of these are the new ink, 4 of the new ink colors. The only one I did not include was Peach Pie. I left Peach Pie out of the mix. And then we did add in Berry Burst. So those are what we used for the ink colors for tonight. And cards went really well. They went together very nicely. It was very nice to finally be able to create again. I didn't expect this to be my first class with you guys after getting back, but it is. We are going to, now that I think I know what I need to do, I will definitely reschedule the monthly class. Penny Powell, I'm going to be adding your name, and I'll set aside a set of cards for you so that you have it when we decide if you want it by itself. Let me know if you want it right away or if you want me to hold it and send it with something else later. No, your other class, I just mailed that today, actually. So we got that one already out the door. But I'm going to do real quick, and the teal. So Summer Splash is the teal one. I think that's what you're referring to, Kat. The teal one is Summer Splash. The more greeny one that is like clovery is called Shy Shamrock. All right, so what we're going to do here, while you guys keep telling me what your favorite, I'm going to go in here and put names next to people who ordered so that I can do a little random number generator. 4, 5, 6. I didn't do this sooner. Sorry, guys. 7. We have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, 9. I think I just said 19, right? 18, 17, 18. 18 people. And I like it. Hi, Becky Gandolfo. Jeannie says that she likes the purple one. Good. Jeannie likes... Kathy loves them all. Donna says the purple. The best of luck. Oh, that one's pretty too. All right, so I'm going to go to random number generator, and we are going to put 18, and I like it. In here and see who the winner chicken dinner is. Number 14. 14 was over here. 14 is Anna Sheffer. Yay, Anna. All right, good job, Anna. I will save a door prize for you to put into your next package that we have mailing out. Your package went out today, but I have another one going out next month for you. All right, so you guys can continue to tell me what you like. I'm going to move these like this and share with you. I have some Happy Mail really quick, and I have some card prizes to share with you. So these are not all the cards. You guys have been showering me with love. I have a box over there full of more cards that have come in. These are cards that I've been able to process and go through already, but I have more that are coming. So I don't know if I'll have more processed by tomorrow, but I have these to share with you. This one is from Miss Patricia Detlefson. I love it. She used that Nature's Harvest stamp set and the Harvest dies. And very pretty, and some of that goldy ribbon from the Art Floral. That's very pretty. So that one is from Pat Detlefson. So Pat, both of your card classes that you got from me, they mailed out already. They mailed out today. Yay. Very nice. All right. Sandy loves them all. This one comes to me from Darrell Hoffaker, and she used some of that curvy wavy trim and some of the nested essential dies. The Tasteful, maybe. I don't remember the name of that embossing folder, but little gold, and it was the basket set from the mini catalog. We did it for Let's Just Stamp. So I try to remember everything, but I can't always remember. But very pretty. Look at these. I got two pretty, like they're kind of fallish cards to me, which I love. Fall. This one comes to me from Roxanne Burton. Roxanne, your two classes went in the mail. So Roxanne this paper is from Two-Tone Flora from the Spring Mini Catalog, maybe last year. So, and then that hexagon set. Very cool. So Roxanne, I have your two classes went in the mail for you today. Thank you very much. This one is to me from Pauline Driscoll, a little Halloween card. Look at that. Never too early to send a Halloween card, right? So Pauline, your DSP sampler went in the mail, went postal today. Super cool. Little pumpkins and some spiders crawling around. Very nice. This one comes to me from Kathleen Ketterman. So Kathleen, so my mailman delivered this, and I was a little bit sad because it was in the rain. And that's what happens. It really does. And so I know it got smeared a little bit, but I still got a really pretty purplicious card. So Kathleen sends me pictures of pretty flowers, and I get to share the purpleness with her. So it did get a little wet, but I still got your message, and I really appreciate the positive card that you sent me to brighten me up. And your cards went in the mail today as well, which was super awesome. I'm loving saying that. And this one is from Miss Naomi Worrell from Muskegon, Michigan. Naomi, yours went out today, your DSP sampler. She's got these cute little bees flying around on here with a little black cat. And you guys, a lot of you guys sent me wishing me thinking of me cards. So I am feeling better, definitely better than last week. So thank you for that, Naomi, that pretty card. And then this one comes to me from Randy Schultz. Randy. This looks like a past paper pumpkin kit that I absolutely loved. I bought like 3 of them. And she is getting a couple classes from me as well. And I want to see if it says anything. Nope. I can stamp what I need to in there if I want to. Otherwise, I have a great thinking of you card. Very cool. I loved when they did the die cut with the tree with this set. It was really pretty. So that was from Randy Schultz, and she's from Michigan. Yay. Very pretty. This one comes to us from Barbara Rudolph. She used that fish paper that it was the sea paper from a couple of years ago. And this one was super cool. So Barbara's doing the Stampin' Fun in the Sun with me. And so I'm going to take the Post-it note off so you guys can see how this one works. So when you open this card up, it's this guy, and it has a little pocket here for a gift card or check or cash. And so it's super cool. It's got that mechanism. We did a mystery card like that not too long ago. So very cool. Thank you for that one, Barb. And then this comes to me from Bonnie Lesbrance. Bonnie helped me with all the raffle baskets for the MS benefit. And so she made all the thank you cards for everybody using the little monarch butterfly with vellum and coloring them all. So that was very pretty. This one is from Carol Poquette. Poquette. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, but it sounds like Poquette to me. This is the Inked Botanicals. She's got a nice little linen thread bow on there and another strip here. So she got to utilize the front and the back of it. And so cool. So Carol, we got your class out in the mail. I love it. This one comes to us, and it is from Vicki Rodriguez. And it's this little guy with the bees. And so it opens up like this and a little bit like that. And thinking of me. And so Vicki, your package went postal today. I love it. Thank you for the beautiful card. And this one is from Debbie Gass. Oh, how is Tyler doing? Tyler is better. I think he's getting sick of taking care of me, if I have to actually say anything, but I must be testing his patience. So this one is from Debbie Gass. It's a really pretty purplicious card. It's hard for him because, like, I don't know. He must think I have a lot of helpers that are helping me along the way. But this morning he left for work before I was up. And so I didn't get breakfast until about 10:30 when my mom came. And she's like, do you need some food? I'm like, yes, please. Because I'll be honest with you, it's a pain in the butt to... Can I tell you, it's so annoying to have to go to the refrigerator, look in there, and basically eat out of the refrigerator because it's too hard to carry anything. And yes, I should probably get myself a basket. I should get myself a bag, and I should get something to put the food into to carry it to the counter. But I didn't do that yet. And I've been very fortunate because, oh, there's Bigger Tigger. Because I've had so many people here around me that are just, they get me food. And that works out good for me. So this is from Pat Fleming. So Pat, I messed your card up. I was trying to figure out how to get it to work, and I messed it up. So I unglued this, trying to figure out how to make it work, and I messed it up. I know so Pat, I don't know if you're watching. I was trying to figure out how to make it work, and I know what you want. You wanted this to open up, and for this flower pot to slide up. But the flower pot was stuck to the arm, and the arm wouldn't move at the same time. So I have to re-glue it because I did take it off, and I will re-glue it. But ultimately what's supposed to happen, the way that she has it set up, is this pulls up, and then this goes with it. And then this goes down when it goes down. And I have to finagle with it just a little bit because as I was pulling it, it wouldn't go, and so I didn't understand how it worked, and so I pulled it off. Hi, Bigger Tigger. You always got to make your little cameo appearance, huh? Does that mean you're going to like plunk right down in front of me? I love the concept of this, though. It is awesome. Very good, Pat. I'm going to definitely case that for a class sometime. So, you guys, Bigger Tigger is especially needy and wanting love. He plops down in front of people when we're doing class, and that's how that goes. This is from Connie Moore. So Tyler had a lot of road rash down his leg, and that has pretty much healed up. I still have a circle this big that's a scab that is not coming off quite yet. It probably needs another good 2 weeks. So this one is from Connie, and it is so pretty. It's some of the ornate flowers, and it had some of that old olive ribbon, and that goes like, oops, sorry, Tigger. That goes just a little reminder that you are loved. So that opens that way, and then it goes this way, and then that way. Hi, buddy. Yeah, you're like, Mom, are you done yet? I'm ready to have some love. And then this is so pretty. So that goes around the back. Just very pretty, Connie. I love it. That was really nice. Thank you for your beautiful card. And then this one comes to me from Elaine Rebeck. A Feel Better Soon card with the palm trees. And this was one of the kits from back in the earlier years of when Stampin' Up! Was doing kits. And so I got your Get Well card. Thank you, Elaine. And then this one, hi, what's up? What's up, little buddy? This one is from Laura Fitzgerald. Yay, and she sent me Sending Healy Hugs. I love how she used a little bit of burlap on the outside of this card with the farm animals. And she's everybody, you guys are all praying for a speedy recovery. And I think that all the prayers are working, right, Bigger Tigger? And Bigger Tigger sleeps right between, like when I'm laying on the couch, icing my foot, he sleeps right between my legs by my knees and my feet so that he tries to help me heal faster too. Right? Because you know something's wrong. All right. This one is from Vonda Saia. Yay, Vonda. This is so pretty. This is a flower market. So this is that new country flower stamp set with the basket with the flower. And then this, I think what happens is it sets up like this, like that. And she's got a nice pretty purple. So Vonda knows I love my purple. So I wish I could make this better. Thinking of you, praying for you, hoping with you. So it was really pretty. Thank you, Vonda. And then we have here another one. He's like, what's going on back there? This is from, yes, Paula Rice. That's what I thought. Paula Rice sent this one with this little Puff the Magic dragon. And it says, feel better, meow. And you guys have, she's got a nice little note in here for me to heal quickly. That's always the goal, right? And she made a pretty purple flower just for me. Very nice, Paula. Here's some Unbounded beauty here. What's up, buddy, huh? This one is from Andy Acquisto. Very nice. And she even decorated a little bit of leaves on there. And it says, you're simply marvelous. Oh, big yawn. You're simply marvelous. Oh, some of that pool party ribbon. I love that stuff. And your handwriting is so pretty. And in purple, too. And you get to see she added some extra strips of designer paper along the back. Where you going, huh? You're like, Mom, you're bugging me. And then this one is from... This is somebody new to me. This is Brooke Van Buskirk, from Menasha. So, Brooke, I thank you for your card. I love it. She used some of the Countryside in designer paper and the whole embossing folder and the hexagon, they're octagons, right? 1, 2, 3. Sorry, buddy. And then some of these pretty blue in color gems and very pretty. Thank you, Brooke. She wants me to heal up quick too. I have like 4 more left. He's like, what's going on, Mom? I smell something. This one is from Anna Rebadu. Look at what she did here. A little fun fold. And it opens like that. And it lays flat. It says best wishes. Very cool concept. I love it. Like a little tube card. And it stands up straight as well. Thank you, Anna and Mike. This one, I think I have 4 or 5 left. This one is from Pat Smothers. Pat, your Meandering Meadow went in the mail today for you. Enjoy the moment. She used the lightning bug set from the last catalog, the spring catalog last year. And I think this is like the Northern Lights. I don't know, did you guys get out last week to see the Northern Lights? Tyler and Tom were over there for Friday night. They took me out in the wheelchair and they wheelchaired me into the middle of the road so that I could see the Northern Lights. And so I saw the Northern Lights last week. so yay. So Pat, we have class tomorrow. That is the plan. And then we have here Sending Lots of Love and Hugs is from Jeannie Parker from Michigan. And she used that hexagon punch, the heartfelt hexagon punch. And there we go, hoping for better days ahead. She said, here, stay off scooters, she said. I'm like, I plan to stay off scooters. I'm not going on any scooters anytime soon. Definitely not the plan to go on a scooter anytime soon. This one's from Mary and Gary Carls. And this is one of our ink paper scissors from January with the perennial lavender. Let me get the green out of here so you guys can see this. So it says big hugs. And it opens like this and like that. I love this layout a lot. It really lets you see designer series paper on both sides, and you get to even complement it with another one. So big hugs is perfect. So thank you for that, Mary. She had the outside here decorated to match as well. And I think I have 3, 4 left here. Here, this little guy here, the sloth. This is from Randy Schultz. He was famous. Like this sloth and that set is the perfect set for if you need to send somebody who has an owie. So it was perfect. And then the inside's got a little strip of designer series paper. Hope you're back on your feet soon. Isn't that funny? Like the pun was intended too. So my favorite embossing folder is subtle. I think Randy, isn't that subtle, or is it like it looks like subtle to me, but it could be a plank one too. This one is from Ed and Deb Norman. A little note. This was a past paper pumpkin kit. Really pretty. With the mountain background. I got to share these with Tyler because a lot of you guys wrote to Tyler in the inside too. So that one was cool. Thank you, Deb. This one, they see the sloth. This is from Eileen Hodek Hayward. The sloth, isn't he famous? So I'm here for you, and I wish I could make this better. That's some of the paper from the mini catalog last fall in September. We did ink, paper, scissors with that one. Oh, yeah, little accidents along the way. They make life real, right? And then this one is from Tracy Storge. Love it, using the Sweet Thoughts, Memories, and More kit. Enjoy the little moments. And she's got a little bit of the stickers on the inside here too. So very pretty, Tracy. Thank you, thank you. And one more for tonight for Happy Mail. And then we'll show off who the winners are here. This one is from, hang on, Beverly Smith? Is it Beverly? Yes, it is, Beverly Smith. I was going to say that. So, Beverly, this is from you. Thank you so much for your card. I think I even got this prior to leaving for Mexico, and I didn't have a chance to show it off before, so this was a before. So what Beverly likes to do is she puts in these little bags in the inside here, and that's where she'll stick a check or a payment in here, and so that's kind of cool how that works. So very cool. The Delightfully Eclectic paper is what Beverly used. So, da-da-da! All right, are you guys ready? We're going to give away these cards. I have a few here. This is the quarterly order-based class that was back in October of last year, and it was called Translucent Florals. So this class, I do not have any more kits left for the class, but the PDF tutorial is out there in the online store, and it's also out there in the Inspiration Hive. The Inspiration Hive is my subscription that you can get on a monthly basis or a yearly basis to have access to all my PDF tutorials. And online store has them that you can buy one-off PDFs. And so we have here, whenever I do an online class like this, I give away the cards eventually, not always right away. But so again, this is back from October, so we're getting caught up again. I want to do drum roll, da-da-da. The winner chicken dinner for this beautiful card is Bobby McPherson. Yay, Bobby. You're the winner chicken dinner. Da-da-da. This card goes to Yvette Smith. Yay, Yvette. You'll catch that in the replay. I think that you had to tune away. Da-da-da. Sarah Merchant. Sarah, are you still watching? You're a winner tonight. Yay. Da-da-da. This was my favorite, I think. Polly Libby. Yay, Polly. All right. So those are from the Translucent Florals class. And then we have here from the Noel class. It was like Christmas class back in November. Ooh, that little guy got bent. All right, so da-da-da. So again, this one I don't have any kits left for, but there would be a thing. You're thirsty, aren't you? You've been working up a sweat up there. Yes. The window's open probably though.
I do.
Good. This one, there aren't any kits left, but again, the tutorial's out there. Da-da-da. Mary Hildebrand. Yay, Mary. So Mary, I don't know if I know you. So you were commenting, and that's how you get in on the drawing. We just randomly pick people who comment. So I will need your address, though. So if anybody knows Mary, this one is Marie Jenkins. Marie, I don't know you either, so I will need your address. Ann Jones. Wow, Ann Jones. Another newbie name for me. Emily Buska. I know Emily. So Emily, this card will be yours. Yay. Excuse me. So again, this was, I think, the Christmas classics, or it was something with Joy of Noel. Maybe Joy of Noel. I think that was the class here. So, oh, my bow fell off. Hang on. Let's put you right back down there. All right. Squish it down real good. All right. So yay to all of our winners. Congratulations. Congratulations. We have class again tomorrow. I will have more cards to give away because we have more cards already set up. Yay. So I'll work with Chris now to eventually get those mailed out in the near future. Very good, very good. All right. So I do owe lots of things to people, not to people, but in general. I know we have lots of things to do for prizes, and I will keep working through my to-do list of things. I know this is probably the first time. I would have to say this is the first time in 4 years and 3 months that I have ever done a live before having the PDF tutorial emailed out to you. So I apologize for that. That is not normal par for the course. But I will say that I just literally I mailed out the kits today. So I don't believe anybody really has their kits except for like Barb Tyler and Mary Carl's because they did porch pickup. And so it will be on my radar to get this PDF tutorial out between now and Saturday. That is my goal. So just stay tuned for it. And then by then you guys will start getting your packages and then you'll have the PDF tutorial. Now, the Meandering Meadow tutorial is written. I'm going to try to email that out yet tonight so that you guys have that for class tomorrow. And I think what we have on the docket for tomorrow is the kit class after Meandering Meadows. And if I have it in me, we're going to go forward and we're going to do it. And we're going to work through Meandering Meadows first, which was very intense. Oh, the word is intense. Meandering Meadows is very intense. That's what Chris said. I was going to say cumbersome. Intense. You guys are going to have an intense card workout with me tomorrow night. So wonderful. We did it, Chris. How did you do?
I have one more set to cut.
One more set to cut. Okay. All right. So she's making progress too. Yay. All right. I think with that, we're going to let you go. It's 9 o'clock here. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. We made our 4 cards for Unbounded Beauty. Yay. That can say that one's done. I also know that I need to work on a clue 1 for Mystery Card Night. I think I promised Cindy Miller that I would have that out by tomorrow. So I will work on that as well. And then on top of it, we're going to try to design Let's Just Stamp tomorrow. So there's just always a lot. There's a lot. And it's all fun stuff. We enjoy doing it. So, yeah. But on that note, you guys, I'm going to let you go. You guys have a great rest of your night. Lots of sunshine, love, and big hugs to you. Thank you for your patience with me in the first hour trying to get it to actually feed through to YouTube. And I've been watching it this whole time. And it still is going live, which is amazing. I think I'm going to practice something. I have a YouTube button here. So I'm going to say that we're done for tonight. I'm going to do a little test of the public broadcasting system. I haven't been able to see any of my comments up on the screen here, which I love to watch them in both spots. And you're like, yeah, okay. So I'm just going to click on this and see what happens if it says linking to YouTube. I don't know. Didn't do anything. So I don't know. The live comments aren't there. I was just looking to see if I could get the comments, and I was afraid to hit anything more because I didn't want it to give me any problems. So it's not doing anything. So I know that's not going to work. All right, perfect. So anyways, on that note, you guys, lots of sunshine, love, and big hugs to you. I love you long time. And it was great stamping with you tonight. We will see you tomorrow. Class will be at 1 o'clock-ish. Like that is the plan for the Meandering Meadow Stamp a Stack. And those got mailed out today as well. All right, you guys, we'll see you next time. Bye.